Hello, darlings. How are we? I look a hot busted mess, and it's okay because I really like just coming on here looking like a hot busted mess. No, I'm joking, but serious. No, we are going to be doing my heatless rollers. How do I get my heatless rollers to look good at the end of the night? So that is what we're doing, guys. So first things first. Alright, so first things first, what I like to do is I like to plug in my curling iron, especially because I forgot to curl my hair last night and the night before because I haven't did content in about 2 days. So first things I do is I turn on my curling iron. Yeah, because I gotta curl my hair prior to me putting my heatless rollers in. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If you hear like any pitter patter, it's because my crazy dog is here, Kilo, and he likes to just like click clack around town. He doesn't know how to just stay still. Kilo, you want to stay still? You want to lay down? All right, hold on. See, I gotta take my inhaler because I feel my asthma kicking in. Hold on. Alright, so while that is heating up, I like to put a little bit of skincare on and do my thing. So what I have right here is the Deep Collagen Power Boosting Cream and Serum. He's back here with me. Go, Kilo, go for a walk. Go for a walk. He's coming. Don't call him Frog. He's not nice. Alright, so first thing I do while my curling iron is heating up, I like to put on a little bit of my skincare. Can you guys see this? Okay. So this is just like what I like to call a hero product. And the reason why I call it a hero product is because if I don't have anything else in my skincare routine for my face, if I slap this baby on, I feel like my skin is still going to be good. And you see that just gives me like this little glow. I put the rest on my hands and on my neck. Also, too, I have alopecia. I think I've talked to you guys about this before. So I like to use this little hair growth serum roll-on. And then I literally just put it like in my part. There's no rhyme or reason. Okay, guys? I just like kick that baby on. I'm going to bed at night. And then I just get around my edges. So the dermatologist said that my alopecia is something with a C. And I have that like in the middle of my head. And then I also have traction alopecia around the edges. And obviously that is from just like sew-ins and things like that. So I will highly recommend, if you don't have to get sew-ins and you can use your natural hair, go for it. But as you guys saw in my last vlog where I went to LTKCon, I got my hair done. And let's just say we're going to be using extensions for a little minute, okay? For a little minute. Anywho, so now I take my paddle brush. Love this brush for extensions. I think it's like the best brush to have. Although I went to the spa the other day and they had disposable brushes and the bristles like weren't as close together as this, and it was a little bit wider apart, and I kind of like that a smidge better. But anywho, get it all nice and straight, or brushed out, I should say. And then I just start sectioning my hair. I start from the back and I work my way to the front. And I curl my hair. So section like this, it might be too big, but you know what? It's all good. As long as it's kind of hot. Does that make sense? As long as you put some heat on it first. When you haven't had your hair in heatless curlers for a while. That's all that matters. Okay, so I take it. The barrel is usually facing towards my face, and the bottom of the barrel is facing towards the back, and then the top of the barrel, like that little clipper. I don't even know what the names of these curling iron things are called, but the top of that thing is facing to the front, and the actual barrel itself is facing the back. And then I take it and I put it down. I put the heat all down the hair, and then I roll it towards the back, and then I let it sit there for like 20 seconds. For some reason, I never like curling the ends. That might sound crazy to some, but the reason why I don't like putting on the ends is because I notice, like with extensions, because it's not live hair, sometimes the end of the extensions have like this little white bulb. If you know, you know. And I just feel like it's not cute after a while, and I have to keep cutting my extensions so that I don't burn. I feel like I'm burning the hair. So once that's down, I don't even touch it. I just like flip it to the back. You don't want to comb it out. You don't want to do anything to it. I'm going to leave it be. So I grab another section. There's no rhyme or reason. And then I take it and put the hair, pull it down nice and slow until I get it where I want to be. And then I slowly start going to the back. Yeah, that's that. It gets very boring, so I don't know if we should speed it up a little bit. I just want to show you how I prep it, because I know that tomorrow is a huge content day for me, and I love how my hair looks when I take these bad boys out. It looks just so yummy. Anywho, and a lot of people ask, oh my god, how do you do the rollers? How do you put them in? And I'm like, baby girl. So when I curl my hair like this, just so you guys know, this curl usually lasts for a long time if I keep up with putting the heatless rollers in every night. But the issue is your girl gets lazy, and that's just like realistic, right? So if you don't do this maybe like a day or so and you just sleep on it, because sometimes I just put it in like a little bonnet and I just keep it moving. Like, I just keep it moving. So whatever. If you put this back, if you curl your hair, you probably just have to curl your hair once a week. And then that's pretty much it. There we go. And, oh, and this barrel, I don't know if I told you guys, it's a 1-inch barrel. And the reason why I use that 1-inch barrel is because I like how tight the curls get. And again, a lot of curls usually fall. So the tighter that you can have it in the beginning, it'll just fall to like a proper cute curl that you'll like. But 1-inch barrel. And I do have bigger ones. I do have smaller ones, but this just happens to work well for me. All right, and now we're moving on, and let's just speed up past this part. It's the same thing, same concept. I'll show you one, and then we're just gonna speed this baby up. I'm literally putting the clipper part towards the front and the actual barrel towards the back, bringing the whole entire curling iron down my hair so all of the actual extension gets a little hot and heated. Twirl that baby to the back. Baby raw.
What if you looked at it as a tool to be used? So this is cash accumulation, right? And that's what most people think as well. But I submit to you, I would rather, I'm sure y'all can guess what that is. Lazy river. You're funny. Lazy river. See, there's one in every crowd, and today Ryan is both of them. Okay. So this is cash flow. Cash flow is infinitely more important than cash accumulation. I would rather have like massive cash flow and small cash accumulation, or none, or all their money's tied up for future use where they might or might not live long enough to use it. So cash flow is more valuable than cash accumulation.
And we are going to talk curls. So as you can see, everything just looks like a little la la la. I love it. It's so cute. Okay, here we go. Here's my curlers. And here's my bonnet. I'm going to link everything down below. I actually was sent these rods. Oh my God. Overnight Curls sent me some too, but I got these from Amazon. But I'm going to link both because the Overnight Curls are actually a little bit bigger and they look more like blow-outy. They only sent me 3 though. And I think like for some girls, they do like the 1, 2, 3. And I think that is very good for fine hair. But if you have thicker hair and you want volume, my trick is going to be what we're doing. Okay, so I don't use 3. I got 7 here, but I usually use like around whatever 6. We're gonna put 1 to the side. I usually use like around 6. Anyway, first section that I do is the section of my hair that frames my face. So I usually take like, you see my part is right here. You won't see my part tonight because obviously we're just putting this together, right? And then I take like a little triangle here. So I literally take like the end of my part and I triangle it off and I create a triangle with the hair. And then I take this and I just finger it through. And I sometimes don't like to get my hair wrapped up in the rod. Oh, one fell. You see the hair, okay? You see the rod. It's going underneath, okay? And then I take it all the way to the end of the hair. And then once I get to the end, you know it's all different lengths because it's layered. So I take it and I wrap it around. And I use my thumb from my hand that's holding it. And then I started twirling it towards me under. So obviously it's underneath, so I have to twirl it under me. I'm trying to talk in baby terms here because watching a tutorial, sometimes I wish, like I don't get it, okay? I want people to talk to me like I don't get it at all because that is how I would get it. You know what, this is too much. Let me take a sip. Now the next thing I do is the rest of the hair that's right here in the front. I take that, I just take my finger, I go down, and then that is the hair, okay? I now take a rod. I'm gonna get the rod that fell, okay? And now I'm on top. That just fell. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go on top and I'm gonna go all the way down to the end of the hair. And the same thing that I did is I wrap the ends of the hair around the rod and then I wrap it up. So when I wrap it up like this, the ends of the hair should be tucked inside of the hair that is getting wrapped up. And so then that way it's tight. It's not going anywhere. So then I wrap it up. I just wrap it up. I don't wrap it towards the back. Does that make sense? So I'm not wrapping it like this. So this is up and down. I'm wrapping it so this is like this. And then I twirl that baby. I twirl that baby so tight to the point where it's like, okay, I think it might be pulling the hairs on my scalp. Let me go ahead and tighten that baby. This section is clearly bigger than that section here. So I'm going to take my hand. I'm going to go all the way down. Okay. But I'm also going to take some of this out, like a little bit of that out. So like, just like a little bit. Okay. So then all I have is like this part in my head. Okay. Now for this side, because my part is going this way and I want my hair to be zhu, this part goes back. Again, method to my madness. Method to my madness. If you're looking for a blowout look, I don't think this is the video. I think this is just me and how I put my rods in. Hopefully it works. Okay, taking the rod, I'm putting it on top of the hair. Top of the hair. So the only one that I'm putting underneath the hair is the one that's framing my face. So then I take the same thing, I wrap it around. So then take it, roll it up. Roll that baby up. Okay, so she's still sideways. She's still sideways, but kind of like on an angle. Okay, kind of like on an angle. And then what I do is, all I do is I take that, and these have like these little hook things in it. The hook thing in it. And then I just put it around there like that. Boom. So let's inspect. Okay, we got this little side here that has that, and then you have this side here that has a little hook. These bad boys. Okay, got it. So now we have 3 rods left, technically 7. And we got the rest of this hair left. Okay, so now I'm literally gonna take these hair in the back and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 little sections. So I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see the back. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's all I did. And I'm gonna take the hair. And now with the back of the hair, for me, it's no rhyme or reason. I kind of like to have them go all different ways. And the reason why is because I feel like when they go different ways, it gives more volume to the hair and more body. Because if it goes all one way, you saw these curls that I have right now, that is what it'll start to look like. But if you have it going like all wild in different ways, it works out. So I literally do the same thing. This one I'm going to have going straight up, like kind of like straight up, but towards the front of the hair. So it kind of like is on a 45-degree angle. And I tighten that baby so tight. The back curls need to be tighter than the front curls because they get looser quicker. And then I have these 2 big sections of hair left, and I literally just like part it down the middle. So they have about the same amount of hair left. And then I do the one on the side first. Sometimes I finger it through just to make sure that it's no knots in there. Because if you have a knot in your hair before you go to roll it up, you'll see it. I know, it sounds crazy, but you'll see it. And when I say knot, like just like unevenness and, you know. Boom. So same thing. This one I'm having go straight up. And because this hair has much more hair inside of the actual roller itself, that's why you have to go tighter on these so they can last throughout the night. If it's too loose, you'll wake up and that thing will be unclipped, and that's not good for business. Boom. Done. She's in. Y'all see? She's in. She's done. There we go. And I don't like to pull it too tight because clearly I'm going to go to sleep, and if it's too tight, it's not good for you. And then I'm going to put on my handy dandy eye patches, take out my earrings, and I am set. That's that. And then I have my rings and my jewelry cleaner ready for tomorrow. I have my Oura ring on so I can track my sleep. And that is that. We are going to now go to bed. Good morning. It's 6:06. I went to sleep. Okay. I woke up and my sleep score was a 76 again. Oh, that makes me so happy. I love that. This is why I wear my Oura ring, to see what my sleep score is. 76. Yeah. It was 76 yesterday too, so I'm very happy. Now it is time. Almost time to put on my lipstick. I'm not wasting time on purpose. Okay, so I like to take off these rollers as close as possible to the time that I am going to be recording, because I want them to be fresh and bouncy. So yes, I am recording a video for YouTube to show you guys like how the curls come out, but I also have to work. So still not ready yet. I gotta take my rings out of here. Now, the final reveal, because I'm ready to get to work. My husband's actually about to walk out of this door. So I take off my bonnet. And then I put them all in here. I had a loose track over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. I got my little handy dandy silver clip. And then I am just going to add some glue to that. Boom. And put it right where it was. These tracks in the front get really loose because I think my edge control, I barely sweat. Even though I live in Florida, I barely sweat. And then also too, because of me pulling so tight on that front rod, it messes up. I take this brush and I literally take the hair and I go backwards. I know, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. Just for that front to get it like brushed out. And then I do. Here we go. A lot of people say, oh, how do you get that poof at the top? Honestly, I take the hair and I go like that. Okay? See? And I put the clip. I just put the clip up and down. Like that. Take my little mica, do a small spray. I really don't like putting too much product on there. See? Just enough. Just enough to give it that boom cack. When you guys see all these bouncy curls right now, it looks good, but eventually those bouncy curls are going to drop and it's going to look like what you guys see in my video. So I leave this on here while I start getting ready. I get my outfits are already on the rack. They're ready to rock and roll. I let this sit on here, not for too long, because I'm literally about to get ready to work. So it's going to come off in like 45 seconds, but it's probably going to be the intro to one of my videos. And then I'm like, what the hell? What the helly? And then take that bad boy out. And then it's time to get to work. But anywho, this is the vibe. This is the look. And this is everything. So I hope you guys loved it. I'm not really good at tutorials. I'm not actually like a beauty blogger or whatever you call that. But hopefully what I did makes sense. And this is how you get the bouncy curls. Bye, guys.